Hello, and welcome to day 8 in week 2. This week we're going to be talking about rebuilding your body. And the best way to do that is through exercise. Exercise is something that we all know that we should do more of, but none of us make a priority, or it just sounds like way too much work. So let's start off by redefining what exercise is. Exercise doesn't mean you have to be a sweaty mess at the end. Exercise just means you have to get your major muscle groups moving. That could be for a short walk around the neighborhood, that could be playing pickleball, that could be hiking with your friends. Try to find something that you like and try to do it as often as possible. It can be for as little as 15 to 30 minutes. Anything that gets your lymph nodes moving. Your lymph nodes are the biggest organ in your body that gets rid of toxins. And your skin is the best way that it likes to sweat out those toxins. Those toxins could be things like carbon monoxide. Those could be things just like the toxic waste that builds up throughout your day. Because your body's like a machine, and if it's left idling all the time, it goes into disrepair. So you need exercise, movement, to move those lymph nodes, get the skin sweating, and just get out all those toxins that have created throughout your day. Our ancestors just equated exercise, they didn't call it exercise obviously, they just called it survival. Whether that's running away from a predator or running towards prey, our brains have really kind of ingrained into our kind of repertoire that we need exercise. People back 10,000 years ago moved on average of 13 miles per day. But today we have such other ways of locomotion that has gone kind of out of something that we try to do on a daily basis. But we need to incorporate it as often as possible, or our body goes into something called chronic positive energy imbalance, which basically means we get too much of a good thing. We get too lazy. For instance, calories are good for us, but too much calories create an expanding waistline. So you need to have this kind of what they call adaptive cellular stress response, which basically means putting a little stress into your day, hopefully through movement. Because your cells, in order to work properly, need stress. And movement is the best way to do that in a healthy fashion. Because in order for our blood vessel, our circulatory systems to work properly, we need to kind of clear out all those free radicals that have accumulated over time. And free radicals are just little nick marks in our blood vessels. And movement helps clear out those blood vessels. So if you think of your circulatory system like a roadway, those roadways have little nick marks in them, little potholes that have been created by the nutrients kind of moving through our system. And we need exercise to clear those out, because our circulatory system moves blood to very important areas, such as our brain. So if you want to think more clearly, problem solve a little better, you need to have like smooth, super paved roadways, super paved blood vessels in your brain so that blood can get to the right spot. So exercise does a number of amazing things for us. And one thing that I always like to try to remember is that exercise clinically has been proven to be better than antidepressants and psychotherapy together for helping people with depression. And one of those reasons is because when you exercise, your brain gets new brain cells, and they're called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And those BDNF cells, they go directly to your hippocampus, your learning center. So when you move, your brain is always learning. And so if you start out your day with exercise, your brain is primed through this BDNF, what they call Miracle-Gro for the brain. So if you exercise often, hopefully in the morning, your brain is primed to learn. It's primed to heal itself. It's primed to kind of enjoy your life a lot more. So in synopsis, if you want to kind of get the best out of your day, if you want to kind of beat the blues, if you want to get a better brain health, then exercise as often as possible. That could be as little as 15 to 30 minutes just moving your body. But you need to do it whenever you can, whenever the opportunity arises. Just find something you like and do it as often as possible. So for today's self-reflection, we're going to look at the 10 ways that you like to exercise the most. So when you're kind of lounging around and can't find anything to do, you have no excuses because you have this list, and there's 10 things out there that you know you can do. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.